Chapter 11:20. Moreover, the lady is getting older, and her thinking is not only futile but also outdated. In her opinion, Lucy, a shameless and unruly BTCH woman, should kill her in order to emulate her. Seeing Michael and Mrs. Richard beating Lucy together, the female doctor was shocked when she saw this scene. She kept shouting next to her, "You guys stop. If you don't stop, I will call the police." Seeing that the two of them remained unmoved and continued to beat Lucy, the female doctor could only turn her head to look at Olivia and Harold on the side, and blurt out, "You two are in charge, you can't watch your mother get beaten." The two of them have been watching with cold eyes, and even a little bit of anger in their eyes. Under normal circumstances, it is certainly impossible to watch mother get beaten. Even if there is a conflict in the family, the two must come forward to reconcile as children. But this time the situation is too special. Their mother stayed outside for so long, and when she came back she was pregnant with someone else's child. They also felt very embarrassed about this kind of thing. Today's children are mostly selfish, and in most cases only care about themselves. It is often reported on TV that some older parents are pregnant and want to give birth to their children, but they have become children of their age, but they do not agree with them alive and dead. Olivia and Harold are such selfish children. When Lucy made them feel embarrassed, they didn't care about Lucy's difficulties or what kind of torture she had endured. They only know that their mother is not obedient to women, and it feels embarrassing for them. Lucy was beaten up at this time, and her whole body complained endlessly. She endured the murderous hands of Mrs. Richard and Michael. She looked at the eyes of her son and daughter without mentioning how painful situation she was. Seeing the cold eyes of her children facing her, Lucy's heart almost collapsed at this moment. She didn't know where the power came from. She suddenly pushed away the two people who had beaten her, and shouted, "You are enough. What if I sleep with someone? Do you think I want it? I am a woman, in a place like a black coal kiln. I don't have enough food, don't wear warm clothes, sleep enough, and have to do heavy physical work and be beaten. What can I do?" Speaking of this, Lucy was extremely emotional, and said hysterically, "If I didn't agree to the supervisor or sleep with him, I might not survive now. I might have died in that black coal pit. But think about it, why did I end up like this? Isn't it for this family?" After that, she looked at Michael and angrily rebuked, "Michael, you have no conscience. You set up a bureau for Elaine. Didn't I want to make more money for my family? Didn't I want to give my family a chance to live? Going to the big villa of the Beacon Top? The result? I sacrificed so much for this family, but you are still doing this to me. Are you still human? What qualifications do you have to point to me, and if you have the ability then go to Alex." Anger, humiliation, panic, all kinds of thoughts rushed to her heart. Lucy couldn't help but broke out, shaking the matter out of her head. She felt that she was the victim, so why should she receive such unfair treatment? Why? However, Lady Richard and Michael did not listen to Lucy's explanation at all. For them, no matter what purpose Lucy was for or what persecution he encountered, the humiliation brought to the Richard family was unforgivable. When Michael thought of wearing a green hat on his head, and maybe even more than one, his whole person almost collapsed and he fell into a frantic vent of anger. Lady Richard felt that Lucy was thrown into the face of Richard's family. It was a crime to live. How could it be possible to listen to her explanation? So, the Lady Richard roared, "You BTCH are still here yelling at us? Did you know that the most important thing for a woman is chastity?" Michael also took the conversation, glaring and yelling angrily, "Lucy, you should have died in that black coal pit.